Thank you so much for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. We are a conscious channel to learn about self empowerment, the law of attraction, creating financial abundance, metaphysics, and natural health. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Awakening with Katina Love. Today, our special guest is Tony Doyle, mentor and transformational mindset coach with Mind Valley. Hello, Tony. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Katina?
Beautiful. I know you're doing a lot of traveling lately. How's life?
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful for sure.
Beautiful and fun, huh?
Yeah, today for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, what is the law of attraction? We're talking about the law of attraction today. One of my
Law of
favorite
attraction.
subjects.
Your favorite subjects? Well, I the law of attraction is definitely something I use in my coaching practice. Um, I am a law of attraction practitioner, and it's kind of the basis of the things I do. So obviously, as your listeners, I'm sure to this channel would know, law of attraction simply states like attracts like.
Hmm.
Um, More importantly, I would say that um, as my own personal first mentor, Dr. Dyer, would say, you attract to you that which you are.
Hmm.
Is probably a better way to say it. Meaning that the actual vibration that you're emanating is what you're drawing back into your existence.
Beautiful. That's awesome. So, how did you discover it? How did you come across the law of attraction?
Mm, interesting. The funny thing is, like, I've always been a pretty conscious person.
Hmm.
Um, so I was super into spirituality in general, um, even through college, like taking different courses, Eastern philosophy, Western philosophies, different things like that.
Hmm.
Um, so I had a grasp of the law of attraction.
Hmm.
Obviously, people grow up hearing about karma. They grow, you know what I mean? They go
Yeah.
do unto others. Like there's elements of the law of attraction built into every religion and spirituality throughout the world. Um, but I never actually had it as its own practice
Hmm.
until Dr. Dyer, um, about 6 years ago. So I went through my actual spiritual awakening about 6 years ago. Um, I had a friend who was in the process of working with Hay House
Hmm.
on a publishing deal, and through that, I got to meet Dr. Dyer and Louise Hay,
Beautiful.
Doreen Virtue, and a few other folks. And I talked my way into Dr. Dyer like taking me on as a mentor. So
Oh, that's
um,
beautiful. Those are
helped
some of
me.
my favorite people.
Really, yeah, well, mine too. So
Oh, I love
now
it.
the funny thing is, Katina, like at that time, like although I knew who Dr. Dyer was from like his PBS specials and stuff, like I was not a huge follower. Like I said, I hadn't gone through my spiritual awakening, so Hay House held no meaning for me at that point.
I hear it.
And to me, it was just another publishing company.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, I know different now.
Right?
And it was, you know, it, in my opinion, it was obviously meant to be the path. The path which I followed was the path I was supposed to follow. So,
Yeah, it's always like that, isn't it?
yeah.
That is awesome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So we were talking a little bit earlier about who the law of attraction is for. Can we talk about
Mhm.
that a little more? Earlier
Sure.
before the show, we were talking about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So the law of attraction, um, as I said in my coaching practice, is the basis. And what I mean by that is when you get past the 3D ego self,
Mhm.
into more 4D, which is where timelines collapse and you realize that time doesn't exist, and then into 5D, where you realize that this body and this earth is just an avatar, it's
Mhm.
just an adventure. When you get to that state, you realize that the law of attraction, along with all the universal laws, are laws that work in this physical existence. So
Mhm.
technically, it's a
Being
3D law.
3D. Okay.
It's
3D.
3D.
Hmm.
So, and it's how, if you break it down, it's how we're able to manifest in this lifetime on this planet. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, as you get more into 5D, there's actually a lot of other manifestation techniques that you can use, but you have to be able to completely separate your ego to do it. So, law of attraction is the best way we can do it. And it's the thing that we use on a daily basis to manifest everything in our life. So, it's going on behind the scenes at all times.
Right.
Now, obviously, if we're conscious of it, that means we can actually use it to our advantage. And so I do a lot of that in my coaching because I coach CEOs. I do life coaching as well, but I do business coaching, life coaching. I do a lot of mentoring with youth, like troubled youth,
Hmm.
and I use mindfulness and law of attraction in all of that. Literally, to me, everything is mind state on this planet, and once you have that consciousness, that law of attraction consciousness, you can use that to your advantage. No matter what you're doing, as long as you're in this 3D world, like you can use it to totally to help you navigate.
Yeah, so you can totally use the law of attraction to deliberately create what you want.
Absolutely. All you have to do is
Absolutely.
get out of your own way.
Just get out of your own way. Right. That's cool. That's awesome. So what started you in your path to inspire people to become their best version? Like you said, you're working with youth. Have you always
Right.
been interested in personal development or
Yes. Like I was talking about before, spirituality in general has been a big interest of mine, but even more so and earlier on, I was all about volunteering and social things.
mhm.
And that comes actually from my parents. My parents are huge volunteers, uh, and they're into a range of different social things in the community, community organizers and those type of things. So I was raised on that,
Okay.
um, huge volunteerism and all that. So I've always had a passion for helping people.
Mhm.
Um, I've always had a passion for starting businesses. I have a bazillion, I, all kind, like not only currently, but literally I incorporated my first business when I was 16. So
Exactly.
I have always been interested in that, and then, like I said, a little
Serial
bit later on,
entrepreneur.
yes, absolutely, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. Um, and then later on, like I said, I took my interest for spirituality, and it really overtook everything, and I got a real solid basis of how spirituality works, and it actually informed everything else I do now. Like I said, law of attraction is at the basis of everything because we're in a 3D world right here, so it
Right?
only helps you and it helps all of my clients to know how things are working and how they can make them work better. So
Absolutely. 3D as in third dimension for those who don't know.
correct.
Awesome. Cool.
Yes.
So tell us about your coaching. What type of coaching do you do? I know you said you
Well,
work
like I
with
said, I
you.
do a huge range of coaching.
Hmm.
Um, I I have a lot of different. I'm big on learning and self development,
Oh
as we
yeah.
were talking about.
Hmm.
So I have a lot of certificates, and I'm certified in a lot of areas.
Hmm.
But overall, I consider myself a transformational mindset coach.
That's awesome.
Um, and like I think I may have mentioned earlier, in my opinion, mindset is everything
Right.
because once you know the universal laws, you can put them to work for you if you can step out of your own way. And literally, it's our own subconscious mind and the paradigms that we're running back there is the thing that may be holding us back. If we're being held back, it's our own self doing it. There's no external.
Yeah.
So even though, like I said, I do life coaching, I do business coaching, of CEOs, personal coaching, 1-to-1. I do programs. I work with Mind Valley, and I'm a facilitator there, which is like basically a teacher. I
Yeah.
teach it for teachers, train the trainer kind of things.
Yeah.
Um, Hay House, so we do a lot of seminars and webinars, TEDx talks. So I speak from stages. Really, just anywhere that anywhere that I can help people along their path, then I'm interested in doing that.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And thank you
Sure.
so much for coming on to talk about the law of attraction.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite subjects. Something that's sweeping the planet. So many people are awakening now and waking up and learning about what the law of attraction is and how we do create our own reality. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing.
No
Do
problem.
you
It was
want to share your website?
sure. Yes, I am. You can find me at TonyDoyleInspires.com. And social media, the same across the board, TonyDoyleInspires.com. Yeah,
Beautiful.
be great. So all my products and services, inspirational products, songs, meditations. I have
Mhm.
a full range of stuff available there. So
Awesome. I love what you're doing to raise the consciousness on the planet, which is what I'm all about. Thank you so much for all that you do.
thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
You are welcome. And thank you so much for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. Namaste.